Hello, a warm welcome to you from SGT University. I am Dr. Astha Arya from Faculty of Dental Sciences, and today we will be learning about the pre-treatment endodontic emergencies. Endodontic emergencies are circumstances associated primarily with pain and or swelling which require immediate diagnosis and treatment. The primary goal of emergency procedures is to provide significant pain relief for sufficient duration until the definitive treatment can be delivered. Endodontic emergencies may occur either as pre-treatment emergencies, inter-appointment emergencies, post-obturation emergencies, or traumatic and aesthetic emergency. Pre-endo emergencies are acute reversible pulpitis, acute irreversible pulpitis, acute apical periodontitis, acute alveolar abscess, acute periodontal abscess, cracked tooth syndrome, crown fracture, root fracture, and tooth avulsion. These will be covered under traumatic and aesthetic emergencies. What is hot tooth? Hot tooth refers to a painful tooth, and initial therapy for it refers to what needs to be done to give relief from pain at the first appointment. Sometimes living nerve tissue is present inside the hot tooth, but the extent of inflammation prevents the tooth from recovery. At times, hot tooth may be necrotic. Let's begin with pre-treatment emergencies. 3 clinical determinants to arrive at the diagnosis are presence or absence of pulp vitality, presence or absence of pain on percussion, and radiographic evaluation. The pain management is the most critical factor which affects the prognosis of the treatment. To obtain an adequate anesthesia of inflamed tissues is the challenge. Maxillary anesthesia is easier to obtain by giving infiltration or block injections in the buccal or palatal region. For adequate pulpal anesthesia in the mandible, inferior alveolar, lingual, and long buccal injections are preferred. If anesthesia is required in the lower premolars, canine, and incisor, then other alternative techniques such as mental nerve block, periodontal ligament injection, intraosseous anesthesia, and intrapulpal injections are given. Now we will discuss the clinical management of different pre-treatment endodontic emergency conditions, including their etiology, symptoms, and the treatment aspects. The first one is dentine hypersensitivity. It is defined as sharp, short pain arising from exposed dentine in response to stimuli, typically thermal, chemical, tactile, or osmotic, and which can't be ascribed to any other form of dental defect or pathology. The primary underlying cause for dentine hypersensitivity is exposed dentinal tubules, which can occur by 2 processes: by loss of enamel or by loss of covering periodontal structures. 2 main treatment options are plug the dentinal tubules, preventing the fluid flow, and desensitize the nerve. Next is acute reversible pulpitis. It is a mild to moderate inflammatory condition of the pulp caused by noxious stimuli in which the pulp is capable of returning to the uninflamed state following removal of the stimulus. It is characterized by sharp pain lasting for a moment, more often brought on by the cold than hot food or beverages. The patient can identify the tooth. It is characterized by momentary pain that subsides on removal of the stimulus. Coming to the etiology. The first is caries. Lesions which are close to the pulp can cause mild to moderate sensitivity to patients. Treatment involves caries excavation and placing a sedative cement like Dykel. This is indirect pulp capping. The second etiological factor is recent restoration with the premature contact point. Treatment is recontouring or removal of the high points. Third one is recurrent caries under an old restoration. Treatment is removal of caries and placement of a sedative cement. Next is thermal shock from preparing a cavity with the dull burr or keeping the burr in contact with the tooth for a long time, which can cause acute reversible pulpitis. Next etiological factor is persistent pain and severe sensitivity after the cavity preparation, which suggests chemical leakage. The treatment is removal of restoration and placing the sedative cement. Pain usually disappears within several days. If it persists, then pulp has to be extirpated. Coming to acute irreversible pulpitis. It is defined as a persistent inflammatory condition of the pulp, symptomatic or asymptomatic, caused by noxious stimulus. Acute irreversible pulpitis exhibits pain usually caused by hot or cold stimulus. Symptoms are pain lasts for minutes to hours, it is spontaneous, it often continues even when the cause is removed. Patient complains of disturbed sleep. Pain is experienced on sudden temperature change, on taking sweets or acidic foodstuff. The most common cause of irreversible pulpitis is bacterial involvement of the pulp through caries. Reversible pulpitis may also deteriorate into irreversible pulpitis. In irreversible pulpitis, the pulp may be vital or non-vital. With vital pulp, the preferable emergency treatment is pulpectomy, that is, complete removal of the pulp and placement of an intracanal medicament to act as a disinfectant or obtundant. In posterior teeth, where time is a factor, pulpotomy or removal of coronal pulp and placement of formocresol or similar dressing on the radicular pulp should be performed as an emergency treatment. Local anesthesia is first administered, access cavity is prepared, then with the spoon excavator and round burr, the coronal pulp is removed. A cotton pellet moistened with formocresol is placed in the cavity and it is sealed with temporary cement. The formocresol fixes the tissues in the canal until the subsequent endodontic treatment is followed. The tooth involved is then relieved out of occlusion.
A satisfying and rewarding experience is to successfully treat a distraught patient who presented with severe pain for an emergency appointment. So today we have discussed dentine hypersensitivity, acute reversible pulpitis and acute irreversible pulpitis that may present as endodontic emergencies. And the next time we meet, we will be exploring other pre-treatment endodontic emergency conditions. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.